rounds of Blitz to look forward to, of course. And
there's the matchup that Anastasia is mentioning.
And we were in the run-up to today's show. We were discussing Vish's numerous illustrious achievements in the studio here, off air. And somewhat surprisingly, he has not, as far as I understand, won a World Blitz against Vish. It was in the Chessable. That was way before Chessable existed. In Chessbay's offices in Hamburg.
Yeah.
I thought I was a good Blitz player. I was like 20-something and felt I had this thing under control. And I think I kind of barely scraped like 1.5 points out of 10. And the feeling was he wasn't even in gear. Like he could have done more painful things to me if he wanted, but he was kind of friendly.
He was keeping your friend.
Yeah, I remember my Blitz experience against Vishy.
Yes.
It was a deal. The time I reached a critical position, I was lost.
And in the game between David and Vishy, we have a Scotch, which, you know, if Nepa was in the tournament, I would understand who was the culprit. The Scotch.
What do we feel about the Scotch? As a coach that actually works with chess, I feel the Scotch is just
played out, right?
It's just not very good.
Or not very good, even, like not very good for an advantage, or not
very good for an advantage. I mean, you can still equalize a lot of positions, and a lot of them are very dynamic. Specifically, this one's, I think, can get very interesting.
Right. But when they get interesting, I think they tend to kind of become more interesting
for black than for white. That's what I always felt. That's what I've always felt. Yes.
Yeah. Bishop D3 is a lot quieter.
Yes. Of course, E5 is the main line and also the sharper line of the position, but nothing wrong with the move Bishop D3.
Yeah. In the main lines after E5, my feeling as well is that if black knows what they're doing these days, based on the choice of going for lines which are kind of well known to be a draw, or if you want to try to mix it up, you will be taking risks, but then potentially significant risks. And H4 these days I think is the move de jour, but
there's so many choices and they're very, very sharp. As you said, Bishop D3, this ending, the so-called Scotch ending, I've seen it numerous times where castles and Bishop comes to G5, and it seems like, again, that's one of those endings that feels like it's been played.
Well, this is slightly different though, because I think when they do it in this move order instead of sort of the classical 4 knights, and Gavrilescu immediately shows what the point is. You use the fact that you haven't actually played knight c3 yet.
That's right.
To challenge the center with c4, knight c3, but it shouldn't really be anything much at all. I think black is generally extremely comfortable in these positions, and Vishy will not be concerned.
All right, very good. Well, we'll just take a quick gander at the game between Fabi and West. I want to turn our attention back to our tournament leader Vishy, who's dominating.
This game is over.
Oh, this
This game is
terrible.
over, and we are watching it because we are vultures of the chessboard.
Exactly.
Bishop f5.
Want to see
five.
blood and bone.
Bishop f5 and you can resign. Yeah, the c4 just wins. Basically, it's just you're a pawn up and you're also crushing.
C-Pawn Express, I agree with
Every
you.
single piece is stronger than its counterpart.
Well, these bishops are just raking.
Yeah.
You've heard it here, folks. You've heard it here first, folks. The Grufel. Strong.
I like the Benko gambit. It is strongest when reached from another opening.
Right?
nice.
Your
Very
transpositions are so good.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll just kind of wait for the
I think
shake
yeah,
after Bishop
probably,
F5.
Probably.
I think we can wait for Bishop F5 handshake, right?
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
with the
thinking.
3c2 without even trading the queens. I
By
think
the
that's
way,
the cleanest.
one of the things I've always I like, it's not that I'm a stat guy, statistics, but I always liked, outstanding performances in terms of TPR, tournament performance rating. Like, what have been, the most outstanding 2,900 results, 23,000 results? Who's got a Bobby Fischer, Gary Kasparov? If Vishy wins this game, he's on a 3,000 performance clip. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I think it's higher. I think it's higher, and it's sort of in terms of those conversations. It's very important that he already made a draw, because until you make a draw, those figures are
right.
meaningless.
They look absurd.
Right? Yeah,
He's going to take on a4, isn't he? No, he's not.
traded.
He
He just said, by the way, what you doing with
By the
your
way,
knight?"
your knight. Hi. Hi, knight. That's it.
That hurt.
Yeah, for the people that are wondering about Peter's comment, specifically the performance rating formula.
There's the handshake.
The performance rating formula depends on at least one result being less than perfect or more than 0. Otherwise, the formula just breaks. It actually doesn't work.
Right.
I once had a performance rating midway through the tournament of like 3350, and then I made a draw. And then you made a draw. And then it like started resembling something real. Yeah, I think Novgorod Open 95. I started with 4 out of 4 in a very strong open.
Right.
And and they actually had it. In those days, it was a printout on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it included the TPR.
Right.
And it was legit like above 3,300.